Bryan Kohberger, the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students, appeared in court today for a hearing about DNA data being admitted as evidence as the case goes to trial. Abby Wilt has been in court today covering that case, following what's going on. She's live now for us. Abby, is court still in session? What did we learn today?
Joe, court is not still in session. It ended about an hour ago, but it is going to pick back up tomorrow at 9, so no major decisions were made today. That hearing, again, will continue. And like you said, it is all about whether the DNA that was initially gathered in the investigations of the killings should be introduced in the trial when it starts in August. Now, the first 4 hours of the hearing was spent talking about investigative genetic genealogy, which is a method of identifying suspects in criminal cases. Kohberger's attorneys argue that IgG data should not be admitted as evidence against him. They say the gathering and sharing of DNA by police investigators violated Kohberger's right to privacy. Defense attorneys say there should have been a warrant in place before detectives analyzed DNA collected from the crime scene and before they gathered items out of Kohberger's trash at his Pennsylvania home. Absent a warrant, Kohberger's attorneys claim their client's privacy rights were violated. They also say the investigation happened in secrecy when there should have been more record of it to ensure the integrity of the process.
There's so much information contained in your DNA, and you can't stop from shedding that when you go out of your house. None of us can. To be able to have that searched without a warrant could put anybody in jeopardy. There's no privacy left. We are months from trial, and we are learning things about how the government identified Bryan today in open court when we've asked for those things. There's a reason why there's so much secrecy. That's because there's a violation of privacy rights.
Prosecutors argued there is no legal reason this evidence should not be admitted. They say a search warrant isn't needed before gathering evidence from a crime scene, and that the FBI not sharing details about their work publicly does not imply that their activity was unethical or illegal.
Nothing about this holding is indicating that the government needs to get a search warrant for crime scene DNA. His DNA happened to be found in, a dresser drawer or something. It was found on a knife sheath where 4 people were killed by a knife. This is as crime scene as it gets.
Attorneys also discussed whether there should be a Franks hearing, which would be an opportunity for Kohberger's legal team to challenge the reasoning investigators used to justify collecting the defendant's DNA from multiple items collected during their investigation. And again, that discussion will resume tomorrow in court at 9. Kohberger is again expected to be present tomorrow, and we will of course be here covering everything for you. Back to you.
Okay, Abby Wilt live from the Ada County Courthouse. Again, we will pick up tomorrow morning.